Hello Gemini, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you've joined me here this week. This is your weekly reading for October 20th to the 26th. So I want to send a very warm welcome to each and every one of you, whether you're new or returning viewers. I want to thank you so much for being here and bringing your beautiful energy into this space. So thank you. Now, I have been feeling a little under the weather. I think everybody's been struck with this beautiful cold and flu. So it's been a challenging week, but I'm feeling better today. So please bear with me. So I'll be moving through your reading in a little bit of a softer flow. I'll allow Spirit to guide the messages as they always do that are meant to come through for you. Now, we also have that beautiful new moon in Libra on October 21st. This is bringing fresh new energy, harmony, balance, peace, new beginnings, maybe relationships for some. It's a perfect time to set intentions from your heart. So I want to dive right into your reading, and I'm just quickly, these two cards came out. I'm going to put them back into the deck, but I want you to keep these numbers in mind, okay? Because we have 1616 and we have 4444. Readjustments, but these readjustments are blessings in disguise. All right, so let's keep that in mind. They are things that wanted to come out for you, Gemini. So let's see. We're going to gather your angel number and we'll reveal it at the end of the reading. We'll see what that is as well. We're going to start your reading off with an angel message. This is a message that your angels want to share with you, because it's important for you to know this before we get into, really get into the depths of your reading. So let's see. It's also something that we will refer back to probably during the course of your reading as well. So let's see what that message is for you this week, Gemini. All right, there we go. Perfect. It says balance spirituality and practicality. It's the full moon in Pisces. So it's really what it's all about balance. All right. And remember, you got the readjustments are blessings in disguise. So we're looking to balance out your energies this week. Now, maybe it is balancing the spiritual side of things, but being practical about things as well. So let's see how that sort of gels with the rest of the cards that are coming out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get sort of the main energy of what's happening for you this week. This is 22 major arcana cards out of a regular tarot deck. I've pulled them out, and we are going to see what Spirit would like to share with you this week. And that is your card. And you've got Judgment. All right, so there is some rebirth, new beginnings happening here for you. The Judgment card is actually a perfect card to come up around that new moon in Libra. This is about reassessing things. This is about maybe reviewing things from your past. Maybe this is where the balance is coming in as well. There is this opportunity to reconstruct things. There's this opportunity to readjust things. All right. And the Judgment is the blessings that are in disguise, because the Judgment is about inevitable change. Things are changing. All right. And it's time for you to go with the flow of that. By this new rebirth or renewal that's happening for you, it's actually putting your life more into balance. So this is a very important, message that's coming in for you at this time. Let's now get your incoming energies for Gemini. Spirit angels guides for the beautiful sign Gemini. What would you like to share with Gemini this week? All right, by the book. By the book, maybe an important part of your journey this week as well. And you are the observer. This could be a week where you find maybe things aren't moving quickly for you, but it's because there are adjustments that are having to take place here. because there's blessings that are coming into fruition for you. Now we start with number 11, which is by the book. It's almost like there's either rules, regulations, guidelines, maybe a manual of some sort. It's where where Spirit is saying that sometimes in life we need to somewhat follow a certain chain of events or a certain structure. And this could be something that really is an important part of your journey. By the book is also learning, all right? I feel like you're learning something. You're taking on something. I think you're learning things because this Judgment card is, again, it's taking sort of everything that has accumulated from this point backwards, okay? So you've taken all of your life's lessons and you're kind of reviewing everything and you're saying, okay, this is what I've learned from this. Now it's time for me to take it to the next chapter. You're ready for that next chapter. Doing things by the book, doing things with a sense of structure. That brings balance in your life too. Number 10, the Unfinished Symphony. What I like about this card, because nobody wants an unfinished symphony. We want to be able to close certain portions of our life because the last thing we want to do is be stuck in a position where things don't feel finished. But it's the number 10, okay? 10s are, 10s really become ones. It's all about a new beginning. So I feel like something that you maybe feel has been left unfinished this week, there's a renewal here. So this is going to be a very important new moon for you, for you specifically, Gemini, where I think that if there is something that you feel needs attention and you need to close a certain chapter, or there's something that just, whether it's a contract or a negotiation, a financial matter, a communication or a relationship of some sort that just needs the I's dotted, the T's crossed, this is going to be the time to do that. But make sure you're doing this Unfinished Symphony by the book. Follow a structure, because I think that you will find that this will be, it'll be easier as you make these adjustments. Number 13, having the fork in the road. We all are at some point in our life sort of at a standstill where we feel like we're sort of stopped in our tracks because something is trying to redirect us. Maybe the path we're going on needs a change. Maybe that's the Unfinished Symphony. We need to change something because if we keep going down the same road, if we keep following the same guidelines and going down the same road, we just end up at the same place every single time. Something wants you to change here, all right? Something more powerful than you is saying it's time for a change. And I believe that that's exactly what those messages are saying. And the change is the Judgment card. It's really taking all of this, learning from it, and now maybe restructuring it. You are the observer. Like I said, this week could be a week of more observations than it is taking extreme action. You are preparing yourself for something bigger. And by observing and taking the time out to collect everything, that puts you in a very powerful position. All right, let's start now with your 6 tarot cards. We start with the first row. We get the first 2, and I'll clarify each one. I do 3 rows. Now for me, I take it as the beginning, middle, and end of week, but I want you to use your intuition, Gemini, and follow it as to what Spirit is guiding you, how Spirit is guiding you. All right, Gemini, if you are enjoying this reading, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. And it really, your energy, connecting with your energy really helps this community as well. So thank you. All right, let's get those first 2 cards. Let's find out what those first 2 cards are for you. We've got 1 and 2. There we go. All right. The first 2 cards are the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I feel like you are really standing in your own power here. There is a lot of strength in this 9 of Wands. It's like, again, setting boundaries where necessary. So again, maybe those boundaries are part of doing things by the book. You know, maybe there are boundaries you need to set with yourself and set with other people, whether they're work, family, or friends, or love, somebody you love. Boundaries create healthy relationships. I do feel like there is something that you are really trying to achieve here. And it's almost like, I'm going to use the word relentless, but I'm using it in a positive way. It's because you don't give up. It's like you're going to keep going at it until you achieve your desired outcome. And along the way, you put up protective barriers. But ultimately, there is something that you are really trying to go for here, and you don't give up. And people can see, you know, from an outside view, people can see your strength, your tenacity, you know, and really, I think that's quite a reward. This is quite a very powerful trait to have. Not everybody has the capability of to continuously going for something until they really feel that they've achieved what they want. And again, when you hit a fork in the road, although it's taking you some time to kind of step back and look at things, maybe there's a new direction, it doesn't mean that you're still not going for it. What it means is maybe you're applying a different structure to it to achieve your goal. All right. And the Knight of Cups, if there's an offer, a proposal of love, it could be. For some of you, you could be setting certain boundaries in a love relationship or with some sort of an emotional relationships, or even with your own emotions. You're setting new set of boundaries, protecting yourself. The Knight of Cups can be a proposal of some sort as well, a proposal, I'm sorry. And it's a proposal that is something that's very heartwarming. So it could be something that reaches your heart. So it's very emotional, an emotional. It's not an event. Now the Knight can be a messenger as well. So it could be a messenger that is, you know, a message of some sort that's coming to you, coming for you, that has to do with something to do with emotions. Let's see with the Nine of Wands. Let's start there, and then we'll get the clarifier for the Knight of Cups. The Five of Swords. Yep. The Five of Swords is, it's a victory to a certain extent. Fives are about changes and adjustments, and we saw that there are some readjustments that you need to make. I think that there might be a better way for you to achieve a victory. I think that there is something that, you know, you keep going for something, and I think you keep feeling like you're stuck in the mud, or you're stuck with like this fork in the road. And I do believe that there is a victory that is waiting there for you, but you have to look at it from a new perspective. It's almost as if you have to observe things differently. Otherwise, you're going to be trapped in that unfinished symphony. And ultimately, what's happening here for you is inevitable change. So what we want to see is, we want to see that victory, but we have to look at how we get there differently. There has to be something that you adjust. You've been following the same guidelines and same structure, and it's not helping you close out a cycle. So there has to be some sort of change so that you can create more balance in your life. Let's find out what this Knight of Cups. This could be a message that really helps. You could have a new way of looking at something because of this emotional proposal that's coming in for you. Let's see. This is for Gemini. There is somebody offering you something here. I feel the Six of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups is an offering. And it's an offering to create balance, because we see the scales. Okay, we've got the balance of the scales here. I feel it's more on an emotional level, so not necessarily a financial give, but maybe for some of you it is. Maybe it's a proposal that is finally, something that you've been working so hard towards, and you feel like it's just been a long time coming. And you've been working really hard for this, but it just felt like the timing was never right. And that could be coming in for you now. But for some of you, it's more on an emotional level. It's an emotional proposal where you are on the receiving end of something. And I believe that it's something that you have worked hard for and something that you are very deserving of. Let's keep going. And if need be, I will take more cards, especially to get, you know, the better understanding of what Spirit is trying to send your way. What is the next message here? Thank you. I'm so sorry. This cold is just brutal. Okay. The Three of Cups. Now, what beautiful energy is this for you, Gemini, right in the center of your reading? We've got 2 threes, first of all. What are threes? They're creativity and communication. It's about joy, self-expression, social connections, and expansion. There's a lot of growth here, okay? Let's start with this beautiful Three of Cups. There is an event. There is there is some sort of celebration of some sort. This is not just any celebration. Gemini, this is a celebration with people you love. It's a welcoming celebration. It's something that you want to share. And I almost feel like it could be in connection with this proposal or this message that's coming in about love. It's something that you are deserving of. It's something that is, it's like almost like be open to receive whatever this wonderful heartfelt message is that's coming in, because it's going to be something you celebrate. So it could be good news of some sort. Could be love. Could be family expanding. It could be work. There's so many different elements, and of course it's going to resonate differently with each of you. But there's definitely an indication of celebration. And then with the Empress card here, it's about the birth of something new. So again, it can be new relationships, new partnerships, new friendships, new family members coming in, additions to your family. The harvest is growing. The seeds are planted, and now it's time to celebrate. You're on to the next level. There's so much beauty that surrounds this Empress. And of course, an extreme amount of abundance is coming your way. Let's look at the clarifying card for the Three of Cups. Ooh, 2 cards wanted to come out there. Oh, I find that interesting. You know, with this celebration, you got the Nine of Wands again. It's the same card. That's Spirit really wanting to send a message your way. It means that this celebration, it is time to celebrate, because something that you've been working really hard towards, something you've been standing your ground for, something that you've been going for, you continuously go for, even though the fork in the road happens, you continuously go for it. It's a celebration. It means this is a win for you. And the Ace of Swords is the breakthrough. It's like finally you're getting the messages and truth, honesty. It's a better perception on things, a better understanding on things. Again, the Ace of Swords is very sharp, so it can certainly break through anything. And it is an ace that requires balance. Why? Because you are having to hold it upright, okay? And it's not easy to do so, because this is a very heavy sword. But you know, I feel like this is a truth. I feel like you're being set free here. Something that you've been trying to go for a very long time. You're finally at the point where you can celebrate. This is the beginning phases of some sort of celebration. Let's look at the Empress. Empress, and what are we getting with the Empress for Gemini? Oh my gosh, you got the Empress with the Empress. I could feel that was coming on. Oh, this is incredible, Gemini. You've got like the best reading here. Okay, so I see a lot of victory in this, and I feel like the victory that's coming is because you're changing your structure. You're changing the way that you were doing things, because whatever road you were on to create success for yourself continuously put up like a red flag or a fork in the road. And Spirit's been saying you need to redirect. You need to change your direction. When you change your direction, you will ultimately achieve your success. And I truly believe that's exactly what's happening here. You need to keep in mind, 9s are a very important part of your journey. And remember, the 9 is about completion. All right? It's about endings. It's about compassion, forgiveness, and universal love. It's the end of on numerology. It's the last number. And then you've got the 3s, which are about growth and expansion. Incredible. Let's get the next 2 cards here for Gemini. Blessings in disguise. Let's remember, there's readjustments that you have to make. And then you got 2 more 9s. Yeah, you're coming to a completed phase. Whatever that unfinished symphony has been for you, it's certainly coming to a completion here. All right. The Hermit, number 9, and then the 9 of coins. I feel that there's a lot of abundance, and that's really what I'm taking away from this. The Hermit is about your inner deep wisdom and knowing. It's sometimes having to isolate yourself a little bit, and I don't mean that in a lonely way. I mean willfully saying, you know, I think I need to take some time out and observe things a little bit, because there's a lot happening here. Taking that little bit of a step back before you charge forward gives you inner strength. And the answers that you really need are within you already. And this is all about relighting the light that's already inside. And I believe that that's why that's coming up here. A deeper understanding of everything that's happening here. And that Nine of Coins, I take it as incredible abundance and wealth coming your way. And when I say wealth, for some of you, it actually can physically be wealth. But it's wealth in so many different aspects. It's a deeper meaning of wealth. It's like it's like all those blessings tied up into one. Everything coming in for you. This is your judgment. This is your new beginning. Let's get the Hermit. With the Hermit, we're going to do some deep self-discovery. We're learning something new about ourselves as well. You're reassessing things in your life. The Seven of Coins. It is time to reassess things, redirect things. You know, sometimes a fork in the road comes for a reason. It's so that we do change our path. You've invested something, and you've invested a lot into something, whether it's physically investing, emotionally, spiritually. You know, we all make investments and commit ourselves to things. And this shows a high commitment level into something. And I feel like it's showing gain. But you're assessing it right now. So you're taking some time out to make sure that you protect this investment, and that down deep inside, you believe in this investment. All right? So whatever that is, sometimes it's people we invest into. Let's look at the Nine of Coins. And we got the King of Swords. That could be your energy coming through, King of Swords. It is air energy, and of course, Gemini, we know you're an air sign. Kings, of course, no gender, are leaders. This is definitely taking leadership here. I feel like there's a big truth coming in here for you. I feel like there is, I almost feel like there's a supportive energy coming in here for you. And it's bringing you some sort of insight or message regarding, it could be a financial opportunity of some sort. It could be a contract of some sort. But I feel like it's someone who really cuts to the chase. There's so much truth. The results of something here look very positive. So if you've been waiting for a contract or a resolution for something, I'm feeling like it's coming in your favor here. Very much so. And you know, when you look at the traditional Nine of Coins, on her dress, she is wearing the Venus sign, the planet of Venus. And Venus is the Empress. So I think that this is very much showing, this is a very truthful and very honest, open book reading where truth is definitely revealed, and it's showing a great deal of abundance coming your way in more ways than one. All right. Sorry about this. All right. Let's now get your additional angel message. Now, I just want to quickly look. I want you to keep 9s and 3s as very important numbers. They're very important numbers. Okay, so 9s and 3s. And then you've got infinite potential. All right, let's read what the angels mean by infinite potential. It's number 41. It says, all the potential and the resources you need to succeed are already within you, waiting to be discovered. And that's the Hermit card. Retreat into a peaceful space and still your mind. Connect with the infinite stillness of your being. From that space, you will be able to hear a little voice of wisdom within. It will tell you that wisdom within is going to help reassure you that what you are investing in is either for you or not for you. And I truly believe that it is completely for you. Infinite potential. Beautiful energies. All right, we're going to close out your reading now with your angel number. Let's keep in mind, at the beginning, you had 1616, which was readjustments, and you had 4444, blessings in disguise. Now you have 666, reflect. It's about love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become the person that you are meant to be. That reflection has a lot to do with the Hermit card. I think that there's a lot of things opening up for you here. There is a whole new rebirth and a whole new life happening for you here. So because of all these massive changes that are happening for you, it is time to reflect upon them, because that's going to give you your strength as well. Gemini, I want to thank you so very much for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please let me know by liking, sharing, subscribing. Until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.